if you're an audio user, the screen reader isn't going to be on for this video. Thank you. So I'm Christopher, and I'm the owner and inventor of Speaking Access. What we'll go over is the font that we use, which has been designed by a person who has dyslexia for people with dyslexia, and we'll go over that. We'll go over another feature in the browser. Then we'll get into the actual program, and we'll go over the features and make it unique for helping out. Because that's what technology is invented for, right? To help out. So let's just go directly to the font that was designed. Show browser. Show browser. So this is on OpenDyslexic.org about. Browser, start reading.
OpenDyslexic is a new open-sourced font created to increase readability for readers with dyslexia. The typeface includes regular, bold, italic, and bold italic styles, and two typefaces, OpenDyslexic and OpenDyslexic Alta. It was created to help with my reading, and is being updated continually and improved based on input from other dyslexic users. There are no restrictions on using OpenDyslexic. OpenDyslexic is created to help with some of the symptoms of dyslexia. Letters have heavy weighted bottoms to indicate direction. You are able to quickly figure out which part of the letter is down, which aids in recognizing the correct letter, and sometimes helps to keep your brain from rotating them around. Consistently weighted bottoms can also help reinforce the line of text. The unique shapes of each letter can help prevent confusion through flipping and swapping. OpenDyslexic uses unique letter shapes to help prevent confusion. A heavier bottom is used to show which way is supposed to be down. OpenDyslexic also has other features, like wider letter spacing and a unique italic style. Like how this page looks. The scripts and CSS are available on GitHub, free. This website
Browser,
has
stop
cookies.
reading.
So
I just wanted to go into that to explain the font. So why we use the font in the program, you'll see that in the dictating process. We also use that font on the website. But while we're here in the browser, before we go directly to the font, I want to go to point out browser tab 2. This is on YouTube. The link is in the YouTube description and also the website. But this is regarding the new Thorium reader that's being developed. And I'm not an expert on EPUB publishers, but I found this video extremely one of the best resources I found for describing the software and the technology and the ideas developed behind teaching students with dyslexia, and also how to different technologies and reading software and books and stuff that are available. So it's a wonderful resource. The one I want to, there is a reference to it on the website, but I just want to point out one part of how Access will make such a difference. Show WordPad. Read selection.
When you cannot do anything, as an accessible solution, at least do the audio. Meaning that the possibility to hear what is written will help dyslexic people to understand even if they cannot read.
So that point was proven, that really stood out. She's talking about the EPUB, and if you want to watch that video, it's an excellent video and resource. So moving back to that's what the technology is based on. And the one thing I also learned into this that I wanted to point out that leads to the browser thing I'm about to show you, or browser feature I'm about to show you in Chromium Edge, is that she mentions it in that video, and I've seen it other places, that part of the issue with dyslexia and other issues that is common among some other users, it's too cluttered. There's too much stuff going on. With dyslexics in particular, fonts that are wide gapped, like paragraphs with wide spacing, and try to keep the idea like a picture or an ad to one or two to the main view. I'm sure you can add on to that, but that's the basics that I've learned. And so let's go show you what this browser feature will help with. Show browser. Browser tab 3. So you notice that that's cluttered. There's no other way to describe it. It cleans up a little better. Browser, just the text. So now it's just showing the text. And then if you want to, based on what she just also said, is that if you want to follow along, browser start reading.
T-Mobile casts aside low-budget reputation with new $90 plan. Customers browse mobile phone handsets as a sign sits above the entrance
Browser,
to a
stop
T-Mobile
talking.
store, operated by Magyar Telecom
Browser, stop reading.
NYRT.
So you get the point there. Not only like the, I forget what her name is, show WordPad. So her name is Maya, like Maya says in the YouTube video. That just the audio. So that browser function, show browser. So it'll pull the text out. It doesn't work on all the websites. It works really well on blogs and news sites. And it'll read along, and then those where it follows along with the red or whatever, it's very customizable. Okay? So now let's get into the font, right? I went and mentioned the font and haven't even gotten into it yet. Well, let's get into it. Now I've got your excitement up. Show notepad. Show access. Okay, so now I'm going to kick on the dictating mode. Open post mode.
Post mode is now ready.
How are you doing today?
How are you doing today?
You'll notice what's happening here.
You'll notice what's happening here.
Zoom in. I just
want
you to see what's actually happening.
Want you to see what's actually had.
The OpenDyslexia font, which we will not get.
The OpenDyslexia for which we will not get.
Appears in the word box.
Appears in the word box.
And I think you're getting the point now.
And I think you get the point now.
Thank you, Access.
I am paused.
So when I say that to Access, that's when she's in post mode. That means she's not going to listen to me. And if I say like a command like access time, it'll make that noise, okay? Just to clue you in so it doesn't throw you off. So right now we got the word box, and it's got the OpenDyslexia on with white on black. So that'll always be in the word box. The paste box is in a different font. So there you go. So you can see the font. And now let's get into. So what's happening is, I was concentrating on the font so much, is that Access is going to parrot you, right? It's you say something, a sentence, phrase, or word, and it's going to come back and say exactly what it thinks you said, right? The key word there is thinks. Because it's not on the internet, like in other words, it takes an audio recording what you said, throws it over to Azure or whatever, turns it into text and brings it back. It's all based on the Windows computer that you're running. It can work without an internet connection, so it doesn't have that same intelligence. It's still very good, but it's not going to get everything right on bang, bang, bang. So that brings me back to the point of what it thinks you said. So you have to keep it honest. And, but more importantly, so repeating it back to you, then you hear not only can you see it, but you can hear it as an audio, right? So you got two things happening. You got the screen on the screen in the font, and you got it going on in your ear, right? So what does that mean for you? Well, what it means is that we can do things like this. Hello, Access.
Ready, set, go.
I love the word loquacious, period.
I love the word loquacious, symbol, period.
Access word 4.
Word numeral, 4 word.
Access word 5.
Word numeral, 5 loquacious, symbol, period.
Access letters.
L O Q U A C I O U S. Symbol, period.
Thank you, Access.
I am paused.
So now you can tell that you can see that, you can listen to the fact that you can confirm the spelling of the word loquacious, which, let's go find out what that means. I forget what it means. Hello, Access.
Ready to rock and roll.
Zoom out. Loquacious.
Loquacious.
Ask Google. Read selection.
Tending to talk a great deal, talkative.
Okay, that's loquacious. Close tab.
Okay, this book week through close.
Browser close tab. Browser close tab. Browser close tab. Just cleaning up a little bit. Show notepad. Show app. I've always loved words. I grew up in a family that had loved words. But I'm not dyslexic, but I can relate to, in one sense, I've loved words younger, but I always allowed it to, I always sucked at spelling. I really, really sucked at spelling, and I could never get it down. And I found through my years that I realized that I kept my writing limited because I wasn't willing to take the time. It would take forever to write something because I didn't want to misspell it. Because I was going to school and you weren't supposed to misspell, and the other, probably didn't want to look stupid, to be honest. And then so I found that I was writing in a more, simpler words because I didn't want to spell them. So I realized that once with dictating and stuff like that, with that kind of technology, I found that that freed me up a lot to be a lot more expressionary. Because what's beautiful about Access, or the speech-to-text that Access does, is that instead of thinking of a story and having to communicate it from your head to the keyboard and then look on the screen to make sure everything's right, that adds, there's an interfere with the flow of the creative process, right? Whereas if you're just thinking the word, you say it out loud and it ends up on the screen. So that's my point. So I'm going to write a document with my newfound freedom, and we'll start. And that way I can show you off Access as we go. So let's just start. Hello, Access.
Are you seated comfortably? Then let's begin.
I love the English language because
I love the English language press.
I love the English language because it can be so beautiful, period.
I love the English language because it can be so beautiful, symbol, period.
Okay. You have words like colloquial, comma.
You have words like colloquial, symbol, comma.
Okay. Which is a word that is unique.
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 Okay. And is not
And is not disc.
And is not easily described by another word, period.
And is not easily described by another word, symbol, period.
Okay. Access read.
I love the English language because it can be so beautiful. You have words like colloquial, which is a word that is unique and is not easily described by another word.
Show WordPad.
Showboat, show WordPad.
Show WordPad. Select all. Backspace key. Post.
Word box reads, Showboat, show WordPad. Do you want me to add it to the content?
No, thank you. Show access.
Colloquial.
Ask dictionary. Read selection.
Of words and language, used in conversation but not in formal speech or writing.
So there you go.
To go.
Close post mode.
Main task area. Ready.
Just also want to show that the word, if you have a word that you want to look up what the meaning is, so it's really very ready and available with speaking access if you have an internet connection. Browser close tab. Show WordPad. And so the last things I want to show you is it has this proofread feature that I should have showed you in something before, but this is a really cool feature. Proofread selection
is a large one symbol comma with a thick fog framing the entire scene, symbol, period, uppercase. You can see the fog has the texture of a thick pea soup, symbol, period, uppercase. The ocean is reflecting back the fog and it is hard to tell where the horizon begins or ends, symbol, period, uppercase. Coming boldly from the picture is an old wooden sailing ship symbol period uppercase, with the masts in full sail symbol comma. It looks like it's going to leap from the image into the room symbol. Period.
So in other words, you can highlight a selection, proofread it, and it'll read all the punctuation and the uppercase letters. It'll say uppercase just before it reads the letter, and so that helps a lot to proofread something. The other thing I want to show is that there's a lot of selection commands, like say that you want to just have that spelt out to you. Selection spelling.
C O L L O Q U I A L.
That was colloquial. So you can go in over any selection. You can read the selection, and it's a really helpful feature just to double check something. The other thing I want to go over just to really quickly, show access, open post mode.
Post mode is now ready.
There are 4 reasons why we carry a flashlight, period.
Therefore reasons why we carry a flashlight symbol period.
There are 4 reasons why we carry a flashlight, period.
There are 4 reasons why we carry a flashlight symbol period.
Proofread word box.
Word box reads. Uppercase. There are 4 reasons why we carry a flashlight symbol period. There. THERE. RARE. 4. FOUR.
Zoom in. Thank you, access.
I am paused.
So what that did is when you're in the word box, you can say proofread word box, and what it does is it reads out the homonyms, words that sound alike, so that you don't if you're writing something that's professional or you want to make sure. It's just a neat feature, because that's the one thing that access can have trouble reading sometimes, is the homonym, and it's just a neat feature once in a while. Might just because you don't need to have the audio showing. That's the point I want to get across. Zoom out. Hello, access.
Ready to rock and roll.
Zoom out. Show WordPad. Select all. Delete key. Print hello, how are you, period.
Printing. Uppercase. Hello, how are you symbol period.
Enter key. Print comma.
Printing. Symbol comma.
Enter key. Open post mode.
Post mode is already on.
I really like this, and I'm going to have fun with it, period.
I really like this and I'm going to have fun with it symbol period.
Post. Enter key. This is the first sentence I'm going to say, period.
This is the first sentence I'm going to say symbol period.
Okay. And this is the second sentence I'm going to say because I have no imagination, period.
And this is the second sentence I'm going to say because I have no imagination symbol period.
Okay. Post. Zoom in. Pan up 3 times. Pan up 10 times. Close post mode.
Main task area. Ready.
So I just wanted to show you that that's the other feature that's really nice about it, is that Access really is an audio program that was adapted to screen users. So you don't have to have it showing. Okay? So it runs in the background, which may be helpful to some, may not. I prefer using it that way because then you can hear it in your ears, and it gets a really good flow. It's interesting. It takes a couple minutes to get used to, but I really like it. It's cool. Maybe I'm playing a little bit of favoritism because I invented it. So anyways, those are the features that we've come up with that Access has, that we hope that will help people and students with dyslexia. If you like what you see, then please go to the website at speakingaccess.com and fill in the subscribe, so that when we come out in March, that you're the first to know. The other thing on the website, you can see where there are links to our blog, to LinkedIn, and the YouTube channel. That's it. Thank you for your time. Please spread the word so that more people can find out about this. not just if it's dyslexia, but also if it's blind or people have pain using the keyboard and visually impaired. Thank you very much.